Hey my friend, welcome to a new guitar lesson. So today I'm gonna show you the one unique chord that Steven Wilson uses all over the place in the band Porcupine Tree. He based most of the songs of Porcupine Tree on this unique chord here. Do you want to know what this is? I warn you, this is not spectacular. In fact, this is a single D open chord. That's right, just this chord here, super simple. But I can name you dozens and dozens of Porcupine Tree songs that are based on this chord right here. So basically, he just takes this chord here and makes some small modifications to have certain kinds of sounds. So you can remove your middle finger and have a sus2. You could have a sus4 with your pinky. You could play on the third string, the third fret, to have a sharp 5. Or you could play the first fret to have a flat 5. Or you could replace on a regular D chord with your pinky on the 4th fret of the first string to get a sharp 11th extension. Or you could play the minor version and swap your fingers. I mean, there's so much you can do, but it all starts from this D chord here. You can shift it like this. So Steven Wilson uses the D chord everywhere. I could take any album of Porcupine Tree and show you songs that are based on of the D chord, right? So I started listening to Porcupine Tree in the modern era, like in the year 2000s. So I started on the album Stupid Dream. So I'm sure there are some examples in Signify and the albums before that, but I'm gonna give you many examples where this is. So for example, in the album Stupid Dream, you have the song Even Less that starts like this. So it starts from a D chord and just a little embellishment with the sus4. Right? And just the key of D, D major, D minor is all over the place in Porcupine Tree music. Or you have songs like Pure Narcotic that are just strumming like this. Once again, starts from D. The song Baby Dream. So it's just a sus2 D chord, and you change the note on the 3rd string. He does that a lot, so now he plays it on the 3rd string, and even on the 5th fret. If we go to the album Lightbulb song, 4 chords that made a million, right? This is just a D chord, but instead of having the note here on the 2nd string, on the 3rd fret, we play it on the 1st fret to get a dominant 7 chord. And if I add a bit of drive, so it's just a D dominant 7 chord with a little bend, and the song is started and based on this, right? If I go in the next album, In Absentia, you have, my guitar is tuned in drop D, by the way, because this is the period where we started to experiment with drop D songs a lot. So if we take the song Blackest I, this is just the 3 bottom strings open, which make a D power chord, right? Again, a D chord right here. Or the Sound of Muzak. It's the same principle. So it's basically the D power chord And then when I play other chords, I always keep the D on my chord. Or even the song Trains, which has been very, very popular. It's a more poppy song. He uses a sus2 of D. But it's just with a capo on the 5th fret. So it's the same principle. So you just have to imagine that there's a capo here, and he's just playing a sus4 shape on D. So it's like here. So once again, a D shape. What is the album after? Yeah, Deadwing. We have a lot of modifications on D chord. So he takes a D sus2 chord once again on songs like Arriving Somewhere. And then he replaces the 2nd fret of the 3rd string for the 3rd fret. And then what he does is he takes the D shape and shifts it 3 frets higher on the 5th fret here. And once again, you can see how that he does a lot. This trick here, he changes the 3rd string on the D shape. So the index goes 1 fret below each time. So it does something like this. Super simple modifications on D. The song Mellotron Scratch. This is just a D with an added 4th fret on the pinky 1st string to an added sharp 11. So the song starts like this. So this is just the D. And then the same modification of playing the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and with little embellishments like this. Then, what's the next album? Fear of a Blank Planet. So the title song, it starts like this, right? So this is, once again, just this D sus2 with little modification. So this time we go 1 fret below with our index to get a nasty tritone. So like this. So other modifications on a D chord. Then the album The Incident. How does it start? Like this. A big D sus2 power chord with all strings and drop D. And then after we have the sharp 11 here, the same than in Mellotron Scratch. And then even songs like Time Flies, he takes a D minor shape and he just switches the index and the ring finger. He swaps them to get a shape like this. So this is like the same shape that 4 chords that made a million. This is a dominant 7 shape, but like it is sus4 because of the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So another example here. So you see where I'm going? There is a lot of this stuff in the music of Porcupine Tree, and I'm sure that it is in the albums before that I showed, and even in Steven Wilson's solo music. So he thrives off of taking a D shape and just doing something and many songs with this. So I think that the conclusion, what we can take from that is that it doesn't have to be complicated to write good songs. You could have some very small sets of resources and make 20 outstanding songs with it. So this is something to keep in mind. Steven Wilson keeps using the D chord and doing something different with it each time, and all songs are super great and they don't sound all alike. It's not really in the complexity of the harmony, but it's more in the arrangement of the song that makes it a good song. And if you want to take a chord and make it your signature chord and just make some small modifications in it to create dozens of great songs, you can go on my website and take my free mini course. This is the first link in the description box. I show you what we call spread triads. And these chords are super useful, and you could use the spread triads to make your songs like this, like Steven Wilson does. So click on the first link in the description box, head over to my website and take my free mini course. This is my gift to you. So thanks you very much for watching my lesson, and until next time, au revoir.